Welcome to all our viewers around the world, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charles Sciangula for the Live4Live Entertainment Talk Show, and I'm your host for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got something very, 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 very special tonight. We are going to start off with the quotes of the week, and then we're going to do the jokes of the week, and we're going to have Mr. Phil Salvatore as our co-host from Mercedes-Benz Montréal, who is our sponsor of the week. And as special guests tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have, coming to Montreal, Disco Fest, which is the disco party of the year. It's a disco festival organized by Mr. Pierre Perpall, who is a 70s big recording Quebec star. And he will be here tonight talking about Disco Fest, which will be presented October 13th at 8 o'clock at the Olympia Theater. Mr. Pierre Perpall has spent 7 months organizing this particular event, and they are 3/4 sold out, and we're going to have him here as an interview, and we'll give you that information. We will also have Motown international recording star, who will also be performing at Disco Fest at the Olympia Theater. Miss Bonnie Pointer. Yes, you heard right. Miss Bonnie Pointer is with us here tonight. And she will be performing on Saturday at 8 o'clock at the Olympia Theater at Disco Fest. And there's also going to be a tribute to Barry White with 14 musicians that evening. And none other than Mr. Snooky Alston will be performing the songs that evening with 14 musicians, with violins, bass, trumpets, and the whole package. And tonight, we've got Snooky Alston singing 3 Barry White tribute songs right here tonight with us. So ladies and gentlemen, just sit back and we'll be back.
The Live4Live Entertainment Talk Show is brought to you by the following sponsors: Mercedes-Benz Montréal, Les Délices Lafrenière, Assistance Ticket, Tyron Renovations, Kitchen 73 RDP, Remax Real Estate Joe Magri, and SME Sécurité. And now presenting the quotes of the week, brought to you by J12 Media.
Welcome to all our viewers around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Charles Sciangula for the Live4Live Entertainment Talk Show. And now we're at the funny segment. We're going to do the quotes of the week by Mr. Dean Martin. And we have tonight Mr. Phil Salvatore, who is our sponsor, and tonight will be our co-host. He will be doing the quotes of the week by Mr. Dean Martin. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mr. Phil Salvatore. Phil, welcome. Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable, Phil.
Thanks
so
for
Phil,
having me.
Phil, tonight, you know, we know you're a great salesman. That's why we have you here, of course. Okay. But at the same time, tonight, we're going to try your comedy talent, all right? And I've got here for you, I know we've been wanting to talk about this, or you have him right there, I believe, right?
Correct.
You got the quotes of the week of Mr. Dean Martin, right?
Correct.
So, as we all know, we're going to have some drum rolls. We're going to have some special effects for everybody watching out there in TV land. And if you watch the left screen, on my top left-hand corner, you're going to see the quotes of the week. So, Phil, let's start it off with your first quote of the week. Drum roll, Jesse. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Alcohol, because no good story started with someone eating a salad.
Oh, Phil, I need a good drink after this one. I want, you know, we're going to have some alcohol here from now on. We got to have a bit of martini. We got to have something over here. We got to make it look a little more realistic. All right, next one. Number 9, drum roll.
Promise her anything, but give her love.
You know what? He's right. As long as you promise them something, you'll be okay. You agree with me?
100%.
There we go. Number 8, drum roll.
The only thing worse than the one who got away is the one who won't go away.
Okay, that one I got to tell you, it's good. It's good. It's good. That's why it's number 7. Okay, now we're going to number 6. Drum roll, Jesse.
If you drink, don't drive. Don't even putt.
Okay, well, That's, you know why I got that one? Because you're a great golfer, right? So that one, I got to tell you. Can I have that one a second? Can I have that sheet? Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Jesse knows what to do with that one. Okay. Next one.
I feel sorry for people who don't drink. When they wake up in the morning, that's as good as they're going to feel all day.
Phil, that's good for a fifth one. It's happened to me a couple of times. I'm sure a few people here, we've had a few long evenings where we drank a little too much, and it just happens. It just is what it is. Okay, number 4, drum roll, Jesse.
You're not drunk if you know you can't lie on the floor without holding on.
In other words, you got to get really blasted. That's what he's trying to say. He's a pro, but he's trying to say he's a pro, right? Okay.
I think he's a provolone.
Okay. Number 3, drum roll, Jesse.
How do you like your eggs in the morning? I like mine with a kiss.
I like that one. I like that one. Yes, I like that one. That's good for number 3.
You sure you like
Yes,
that one?
I like that one. With a kiss. Not from you, but of course. No. Phil?
You like eggs?
I love eggs.
Good.
There we go. Jesse, number 2.
The problem with the world is that everyone is a few drinks behind.
I told you the next show we're going to have a bar over here. Okay. All right. I agree. Okay. We'll get to the point. Next one.
Good judgment comes from experience. And experience, well, that comes from poor judgment.
He's right. For once, Dean is sober when he's saying something. There you go. All right. And now, number 1.
Well, this is
drum roll.
This is one of my favorites right now.
There we go.
When the moon hits your eyes like a big piece of pie, that's amore.
Okay, Phil, that's poetic justice. Whoever wrote that lyric, I got to tell you, it's going to last 100 years, and people are going to laugh at it for 100 years. But I love it anyways. Okay, and those are the quotes of the week from Mr. Dean Martin. So, Phil, the next segment, we're going to do the jokes of the week, the punniest jokes of the week, okay? And I want your take on all of this, of course, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after this commercial break. And we're going to take a break with one of our sponsors, Mr. Phil Salvatore from Mercedes-Benz Montréal Est. And we'll be back, so don't go away. Welcome back to all our viewers around the world. I'm Charles Sciangula. I'm your host for the Live4Live Entertainment Talk Show. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a good friend, Mr. Phil Salvatore, here as our co-host. And Phil, now it's time that I'm going to try the top 10 jokes of the week. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. If it's a thumbs down, we break a window in the back. How's that? Okay?
Deal.
All right, so here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Drum roll, Jesse. Number 10. Sometimes I feel like throwing in the towel, but that would only make more laundry for me.
He's right.
He's right. Okay, so we'll go to break. Number 10. It's going to get hotter, right? Drum roll, Jesse. Number 9. My wife made me coffee this morning and winked at me. When she handed me the cup, I've never been more scared of a drink in all of my life. She's vindictive, this one, bro. She's flying.
She's trying to get you high.
There we go. I like this one. It's okay. We won't throw it in the garbage. Exercise. I thought you said extra fries. Okay,
That's
now this is this. Nah. Jesse. Okay, you know what you got to do with that one. Okay, number 6. Drum roll. The secret of enjoying a good wine, open the bottle to allow it to breathe. If it doesn't look like it's breathing, give it mouth to mouth.
Nice.
That's not bad. That's not bad. George, Bonnie, sir, that's not bad. Okay, there we go. Now we're telling everybody we've got Bonnie in the audience, we got George, and we got a gentleman called? Santiago's in the house. There we go. That was number 6. Now we're going to go to number 5. Drum roll, Jesse. Everybody loves somebody sometimes. Something in your kiss just told me sometime is now. Ooh.
Romantic, eh?
Hey, I think we could score a few points with this one. I stopped scoring points a long time ago, but I think if I use this one, maybe we could score a few points. I like this one. No, I like this one. There we go. Number 5, drum roll, Jesse. I'm sick of all the Irish stereotypes. As soon as I finish this drink, I'm punching someone. Okay, to all my Irish friends, you know what I'm talking about. I had to take this one out, so
a little violent.
It's all good. It's all good. There we go. I like this one. Oh, this is good. Number 4, we're getting hotter. Of course, size matters. No one wants a small glass of wine. Oh,
wow,
yeah. Okay.
That one came from the back door.
That one came from the back door, right? Okay, number 4. All right, we won't throw this one. Number 3, drum roll, Jesse. Alcohol doesn't solve any problems, but then again, neither does milk.
He's right.
Hey, it's not lactose intolerance. It's okay. It's all right. I like this one. All right? All right. Number 2. No, number 3. Sorry. Oh, we have 2 number 3s. It's okay. They qualify. Drum roll, Jesse. Husband daycare center. Need time to yourself. Need time to relax. Want to go shopping. Leave your husband with us. We looked after him for you. You only pay for his drinks. Nah. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. No good, no good. This one I like. Phil, I got to show you this one. Okay, for all the people watching out on the screen, you're going to see it. Okay. It says, GPS, turn left now. But you have to see it on the screen to pick up on this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Here, Phil. Here, I give it to you. You break the window. Here we go. Okay. Okay, this one I like. This is the funniest joke, punniest joke. And it's number 1. Drum roll, Jesse. Facebook. The CIA, they realized they didn't need to spy on you given the means. You were going to tell them everything yourself. In other words, I got to post this for you guys to get it, but I love it. In other words, before they used to spy on us. Now, they don't have to spy on us anymore. We just give it to them on a platter. So there's the top 10 jokes, ladies and gentlemen. Here. There, Phil. All right. Yeah. Okay, another window. We broke all the windows in the back.
It's going to cost you a lot of money on these windows.
Okay, we're going to send the bill to Mercedes-Benz. They could afford it. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the top 10 jokes of the week. So, we're going to be back after this commercial sponsor. And to all our viewers out there, stay tuned. We'll be back. Thank you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to all our viewers around the world. I'm Charles Sciangula. I'm your host for the Live4Live Entertainment Talk Show. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a special guest. He is known across the province, across Canada, North America, worldwide. He was the leader in the disco era. He is a singer, songwriter, performer, producer, dancer, singer. He is the turnkey solution for the 70s era. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us, and let us welcome Mr. Pierre Perpall, international disco singer.
Hello, Charles.
Welcome. Make yourself comfortable. Have a
Thank
seat.
you, thank you.
Have a seat. Thank you for coming, Pierre.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you. I want you to know that I used to dance to all the music that you used to play in the 70s. And tonight, this is a worldwide feed. And ladies and gentlemen, for all you people out there who don't know Perpall, very few may not know him, but for those that don't, tonight you will be introduced to a spectacular talent. Perpall is a singer-songwriter, dancer, performer, singer, musician, producer. He's the whole package. Pierre, how have you been, Pierre?
I'm doing great, and the reason I'm all of those things is the years. At first I started as a singer, but then you start playing music, then you start writing songs, and you adapt to the eras. But I can say that the disco era was very profitable for us and all of us singers in Canada. It gives a chance for a Canadian artist to do an English record that would go worldwide. So that helped a lot of singers from Canada, the disco era. That's the main reason we're doing the Disco Fest.
Well, you set a precedent first and foremost, and I got to tell you, I don't want to ask you your age, but if you want to mention it to all the viewers out there, but Pierre, you look absolutely great. You look very healthy for your age.
I'm careful what I do. A lot of exercise, a lot of collagen. You know what collagen is?
Oh, I've heard about that,
Yeah,
yes.
It's very good nature material that helps the bones and everything. So it helps you keep in shape and keep dancing, keep moving. I do a lot of cycling, tennis. I try to keep active. The older we get, we have to be active.
Well, you know, I've noticed, I've interviewed some artists here, 50 and over, and I've noticed, and I've asked them the same question, you know, at this age, do you want to slow down? Do you want to go on medium mode? Do you want to go on fast mode? And everybody says, Charles, the best years are still yet to come. And you know why? Partly because you're giving back, as you were saying before the interview, and partly the fact that you're a healthy man and you have a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, the lifestyle helps a lot, and you got to give back. Like I was saying earlier before the interview, you're right. Like this business that we love is that we're playing and we're getting paid to play. And I lived off this craft for the last 50 years, so it's very normal to give back. So I try to go in elderly people's homes and try to give back to fundraisers and everything like that. And it's normal to do that. We made a good living with our craft, and it's a way of giving back. We should all do that.
That's a very noble action gesture, of course, and that is very well appreciated. Now, the reason why you're here, Pierre, other than you know, looking good on TV, of course, is that you are organizing something very, very interesting that I hold dear to. We are going to have a Disco Fest show. What can you tell us about the Disco Fest show?
A Disco Fest show, I remember in the '69 we had Woodstock, would bring people all over the world to the new music, was rock and folk music and peace and love together. What we're trying to create is like a disco fest, because it's 40 years ago. All the boomers that were 20 and 40 years ago are 60 now. So they're looking forward to this event. So we had to create something. There was a demand. Everywhere I sing, people, hey, why don't you do the old disco stuff? We still love it, because it's normal with the years we do the new music. So I feel that the new age group, like for restaurants and going out, which have a lot of money and looking for places to come, want to hear the old music. So I decided to call some artists that were very well known in Canada and made records worldwide, like Nancy Martinez.
She will be performing.
She will be
well,
performing
tell us some of the artists that
Yeah.
will be there. Very important to all our viewers.
There'll be Nancy Martinez, which had big hits with a song like called For Tonight, which on Atlantic Records
amazing.
was worldwide. Patsy Gallant would add the super TV disco show in the 70s with her hit Sugar Daddy that was known worldwide, plus her song, another hit she had from New York to LA. And Bonnie Pointer from the Pointer Sisters, which had the songs Jump, I'm So Excited. So many hits that the Pointer Sisters did in that, or she'll be part of the show also. And we're holding a tribute to Barry White. He passed away, but we got this fantastic singer called Snooky Alston.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll be doing a tribute to Barry White with 12 musicians, violins and brass and horns, everything. That's besides the back vocals and the dancers. We're trying to recreate that disco era feel, and we're doing it in the theater. But in the theater, in the middle of the theater, we're taking out almost a tenth of the seats.
Pierre, why don't we do something?
A dance floor in the theater so people can dance.
Hold on to that thought. We're going to go to a commercial break, okay? And we're going to play one of your songs. Okay. And to all the viewers out there, just sit back with the video, okay? Just sit back. Look at this guy dance, sing. You're going to be very, very impressed. For all you young kids out there, Jesse, you as well, okay? If you want to see a great talent, local, made in Quebec, made in Canada, Mr. Pierre Perpall, we're going to play one of his songs. So we're going to do a commercial break, and we're going to play one of his songs. And thank you. We'll be back.
The Disco Fest show is the party of the year. Come celebrate the 40th anniversary of disco on Saturday, October 13th at the Olympia Theater. Enjoy the show and dance along with international star Bonnie Pointer from the Pointer Sisters, disco divas Patsy Gallant, Nancy Martinez, and Shotlin. Also on stage, super entertainer Pierre Perpall, and a special tribute to Barry White with Snooky Alston and his musicians, DJ Michel Simard from Limelight, and DJ Pierre Perpall Jr. will spin the best disco hits. Big shout out to Sheldon Kaplan from MixHitRadio.com for his participation. Reserved now at www.starplus.ca. Limited seating. Be there.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Charles Sciangula. I'm your host for the Live4Live Entertainment Talk Show. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a special guest once again, Mr. Pierre Perpall. Pierre, just following up our conversation from our first segment with you, maybe you want to give us a little more information. First and foremost, some of the actors, some of the musicians, singers that are going to be at the show. Location, and if people want to buy tickets, what do you want to do?
Well, first, there's Bonnie Pointer, the Pointer Sisters, which I mentioned earlier, Nancy Martinez, which had big international hits, Patsy Gallant, we had her TV show in Toronto, which was the disco queen of all Canada. She had big hits worldwide too. I'll be on the bill too, Pierre Perpall, but I'm also known throughout the world as Purple Flash. If you go on YouTube, you do Purple Flash Artist, or We Can Make It, one of my songs, you'll find me there. There's a special tribute to Barry White with 12 musicians. You can't miss that. This guy sings amazingly like Barry White. Snooky Alston with 12 musicians, 2 dancers, and plus we got 2 back vocals. It's going to be a great entertainment show. But what I said earlier is, in plus of just a theater for people to visualize and listen to the show, you can also dance, because in the middle of the theater we created this big dance floor like in the disco days with all the lights.
Yes.
And that's very important. So it caters to the people over 40, but also for the people under 40 who want to discover the music we had in our era, the nice times we had in the disco era from the 70s to 80s. You can dress in costumes or no costumes, whatever you feel. So I'm telling the people from the States, either New York, Toronto, this is a disco fest like we had Woodstocks in the 69.
Fantastic,
people came from all over the world. If you want to buy your tickets, you go on starplus.ca, STARPLUS.ca, starplus.ca. You can buy your tickets directly there. Don't miss out the show. It's October 13th, which is coming very fast. So don't miss out on this party and visually and star-studded show with dance and show. Both.
Well, you know, you mentioned some great performers. Miss Bonnie Pointer, Motown international recording artist from the Pointer Sisters. Nancy Martinez. great talent, Patsy Gallant, Snooky Alston. For the people who don't know Snooky, Snooky is a exceptionally talented singer. The Barry White special, and you're going to be doing with 12 to 14 musicians with violins. And, you can't reproduce this with techno stuff.
Incredible. You can't.
To all you young people out there, if you want to experience what your parents maybe experienced in the 70s, you've got the cast, you've got the crew over there, and I just want to encourage you guys, and I'll challenge you guys to go see something very special. We will post, because after the broadcast, Thursday evening at 8 o'clock, we are going to post snippets of this interview, and we're also going to be posting where you could actually buy the tickets online. You could buy them online, correct, Pierre?
Starplus.ca. You can buy your tickets directly online.
So this is Disco Fest. Again, what I really like, Pierre, is that, are you going to be doing this once a year?
Yeah, this is our first one. We're already planning for the next year, but up to date's a good start. Like, the show's not even there yet. We got the 2/3, if it's not 3/4 of the all.
Fantastic.
There's
Fantastic,
a great
Pierre.
response, so it's worth seeing. And I think people need the dance and the visualize of their stars that they knew in their heyday.
Pierre, I got to give you a thumbs up, because, to organize these events, for anybody who's organized events, whether it's a fundraiser or any
Took
type
us
of event,
8 months to organize.
I know exactly what's involved, and I have to give you a lot of credit, because, not you're at a certain age, and that takes a lot of power, energy, and do you do this? Do you have a team with you of people?
I have a team. It's like someone who builds a house. You got to go from the foundation, the electricity, plumber. So I got someone who takes care of publicity, someone who takes care of the band, a band leader, the right musician, and then I got someone who takes care of all the artists to bring them to their respectable places, someone who's going to rent the hotels, buy tickets for the planes. You need people for every aspect.
Absolutely.
So I'm organized all the people to do that as a producer, and I check out on them if the job is done, like a contractor that builds a house.
Absolutely.
You check out on the plumbing, the electricity. It's just you got to have all the right people in all the venues to do it the proper way.
Now, have you ever, maybe, I love what you're doing. You are always welcome here, Pierre, if ever you want to come and perform in our studios.
Next time around, that'll be a good
Next time, I want you to come perform. And to all the viewers out there in the States, England, if you want to see a great showman, there's great musicians, and then you got great showmen. He is a combination of both. He's a great showman and great musician, because you also play guitar and you play piano, right?
Yeah, if you want to see me, you go on YouTube. There's so many videos of me. If you want to see me play guitar as a rock guitar player, you go on YouTube, Peter Pandora. That's my rock name.
Okay.
Then if you want funky music, a little bit of dance music, you go under the name Purple Flash. And Pierre Perpall in Canada is a little bit of everything. But for the international viewers, it was easier to segmentize everything.
Well, if all our viewers in France, if you want to listen to James Brown in French, I Feel Good. He does. I just fell in love with his rendition of I Feel Good by James Brown in Québécois, by the way. In Québécois. And I love to see this type of artistry, because you're improvising and you've got a great talent. And I just want to tell everybody out there, we're going to go to a commercial break now, and we're going to play another song. So we're going to have a commercial, a song, and hold on, because we're going to be talking about the other guests we're going to have on this show, because we're going to be promoting Disco Fest. I love Disco Fest. Pierre, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So hold on. We're going to a commercial break, to another song, and we'll be back.
Thank you.
Keep on doing it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right on doing it. Baby. Keep on doing it. Oh, good. Oh, baby, right on. Right on. Keep on doing it. Don't you ever stop doing it. forever, whenever. Yeah. Girl, I'll do. Forever, forever, yeah, 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 yeah. I'll see you through it. You've given me much more than words can ever say. Oh, my dear, I'll be right here until your dying day. Make love to you right now is all that I wanna do. I know you need it, girl. You know I need it too, because I found what this world is searching for. Here, right here, my dear. I don't have to look no more. And all my baby, I hope and I pray for someone just like you, who makes me feel the way you do. I'm never gonna give you up. I'm never, never gonna stop. Stop the way I feel about you. Girl, I just can't live without you. I'm never, never gonna quit, 'cause quitting just ain't my stick. I'm gonna stay right here with you and do all the things that you want me to. Whatever you want. Girl, I'll do it. Oh, yeah, yeah. And whatever you need, yeah, I'll see you through it. Yeah. You know. You've given me much more than words can ever say. Oh, my dear, I'll be right here until your dying day. I don't know just how to say all the things I feel. All I know that I love you so, and you give me such a thrill, because I found what this world is searching for. Here, right here, my dear, I don't have to look no more. And all my baby, I hope and I pray for someone just like you, who makes me feel the way you do. I'm never gonna give you up. I'm never, never gonna stop. Stop the way I feel about you. Girl, I just can't live without you. I'm never, never gonna quit, 'cause quitting just ain't my stick. I'm gonna stay right here with you and do all the things that you want me to. Oh, never, never gonna quit. I'm never, never gonna stop. Stop the way I feel about you. Girl, I just can't live without you. I'm never, never gonna quit, 'cause quitting just ain't my stick. I'm gonna stay right here with you and do all the things that you want me to.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to all our viewers around the world. We've got the special guest, Mr. Pierre Perpall. Great event coming up October 13th, Saturday, Disco Fest. This is going to be the event of the year, Disco Fest event of the year. And we are honored tonight to have the very talented singer, songwriter, performer, dancer, Mr. Pierre Perpall. Pierre?
Thank you, Charles. Thank you. So much singing.
Getting back to what we were saying from the second, following it up.
Okay, the Disco Fest, like we said,
Yes.
is a great event with all those stars that are coming in. What's going to be great about this is all stars we work individually. Now we'll have a chance to all be together on the same stage.
Fantastic.
That's going to be awesome. And at the end of the show, we're all singing together, 2-3 songs together. We're looking forward for that part.
I think it's going to be an amazing event. And I'll
know.
tell you what, you caught my attention, and I'll tell you why you caught my attention. Because you're looking at 12 to 14 musicians
12 to
with
14
violins, brass.
and everything. To sound like it sounded in the era, because today, the music today is very electronic, which is good. But I like to feel the vibe we had with the real violins, the real back vocals,
absolutely,
the real horns, It's so fun and entertaining. It doesn't knock down the music of today, which is great, but we still love that analog feel.
Absolutely. Well, when the late Barry White, he was one of our favorites growing up.
Barry White was awesome.
Barry had a velvet voice. I remember going to the Forum once, and he was just singing with the 3 Degrees in the background, and he just did a little harmony, and everybody just melted. Now, Snooky is going to be doing
Snooky is going to be doing Barry White. People who ask who Snooky is, Snooky used to sing in the Motown Review
That's correct.
In the Capitale of Quebec. I think he sang there 5 years.
That's correct.
But he kept on singing the House of Jazz and all around Montreal, and he's very in demand. He's a great singer, entertainer. So I thought I was auditioning for singers, and someone don't audition anymore.
Snooky's the man. Snooky's the man.
Snooky, he's your guy. So I as a producer, I had to get the right artist to do Barry White, and I think the choice is evident. He's the right one to do Barry White.
I love the fact that you're doing Barry White. We don't have him around anymore, unfortunately, and I think he was one of the greater original voice singers I think that the world has ever had.
Disco, evolved disco.
Didn't he bring the big band orchestra to disco with the White Gold album?
That's it. That's where it started. And after the Philly sound came in with the Philly sound,
the sound of Philadelphia, right?
It created that disco had violins and horns. And it was great. We loved it. We loved it.
If getting back to your Snooky performed at the Our Lady of Consolata fundraiser, Motown 3, with Alma, Louis. We had a great event. Snooky was part of it, and he also did another event with us, and he did all the Barry White stuff, and the people were just like in awe and looking at him because he does it. So you caught the right man.
I know.
We're going to try to get Snooky on the show today, so we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Pierre, at this point, now we've got the Disco Fest. Next year, are we looking to do another event, either indoors or maybe outdoors?
No, it'll be indoors because disco has to be indoors with the lights and everything in the dance floor. Except we already started checking out other disco artists of the era like Carol Douglas.
Oh, fantastic!
I wanted to ask Louis Titira if Alma Faye Brooks is free because she had a lot of disco hits in her heyday also. And France Jolie, we're going to start checking her out. Try to get local stars, but we also want some American stars that did disco hits.
Absolutely, I think you're going in the right direction, and you hit a soft spot. You hit Alma. And I have to tell you, I can't get enough of listening to Alma Faye Brooks. Absolutely. She is spectacular. Next year, you get Alma. We're going to sell you tickets. You can count on it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
That's for sure. And don't forget the people. You want to buy tickets all around the world. This is an event. Come on down, either from Toronto, New York, wherever. It's a disco festival, like when our parents had Woodstocks in the 60s. It's starplus.ca to buy your tickets. Starplus, SCARPLUS.ca.
Fantastic. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to repeat one more time. Disco Fest, October 13th at the Olympia de Montréal.
The Montreal Olympia.
Montreal, Quebec, Canada. We are going to have local artists and international. Patsy Gallant, Nancy Martinez, Bonnie Pointer, Motown international recording artist, Snooky Alston, 12 musicians.
And also Châtelaine. Châtelaine was
yes,
a very big with her hits Corps à Corps, and she did a song called I Wouldn't Give You Up that went worldwide.
Yes, absolutely.
Those days too.
We got some great talent in this province, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm committed to supporting local talent and bringing them to a stage and showcase them worldwide. We have something special here, and we're going to work on this. So I have this fine gentleman, Mr. Pierre Perpall, God-gifted talent over here, and we're going to be working on a few projects, I'm sure, coming into the future.
Exactly.
And I just want to, don't forget, the star of the show, Pierre Perpall, the producer, singer, songwriter, performer. Are you playing any instruments on Saturday? No?
Piano,
Maybe?
guitar. Piano,
Piano,
well,
guitar.
I'm going to dance and sing because I can't do a show without dancing.
By the way, you got to see this guy dance. For all you young guys out there, you want to pick up a few moves. At 69 years old, you got to check this guy dance. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Pierre. I thank you for coming. Continued success. May God bless. And all the success on Saturday night.
Thank you very much, Charles.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
Pierre.
day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So to all you viewers, thank you. Now we're going to be going to a commercial break and some of our sponsors, and we'll be back with our next guest.
Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now we got the where we're going to give plugs to our sponsors. And we're going to start off with Mr. Angelo Aranya from Tyrone Construction. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Angelo, top-notch, true professional. He's been in the industry for several years. He's the man you want to see if you have any questions in reference to renovations and construction. Then we have Remax, Mr. Joe Magri. Very fine gentleman, true professional once again. Very knowledgeable of the real estate industry. We are going to have him here on the show, and we will definitely make sure that Joe will be able to entertain us for the evening as well. And we also have Mr. Joe Rouveau from Les Délices Lafresnaye, Mr. Pepe and Joe Rouveau. Les Délices Lafresnaye, what can we tell you? A great operation, family run, great cake artistry. We had him here a couple of shows ago, fantastic reviews. So I just want to give everybody a heads up for Les Délices Lafresnaye. And then we have SME Security. For all your needs for alarms, cameras, access cards, if you're looking for smart home integration, ladies and gentlemen, we offer the latest in smart home integration and security. Great consultation process, great service before, during, and after. So if you're looking for something special, give us a call at 514-246-6129. Ladies and gentlemen, we also, of course, we have the segment for Kitchen 73, Mr. Ross Magri, fine gentleman. If you're out in RDP, great operation. You got to go check out. I think they got a great business concept out there. And just mention, say hello to Mr. Ross Magri. He's a fine gentleman, and he will definitely, for all your information when it comes to booking your Christmas and your events, now's the time to call. They're booking very fast, ladies and gentlemen. So give Ross a shout, and he'd be more than glad to get you and accommodate you. And we also have Assistance Ticket. Assistance Ticket, ladies and gentlemen, is Sandra Tagliapietra. She has great knowledge. She's a true professional. She is a great legal counsel if you're looking to contest tickets, if you're looking for any form of consultation, for, whether it's for tickets or for anything else. Ms. Sandra Tagliapietra from Taxi Assistance. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Charles Sciangula. I'm your host for the Live4Live Entertainment Talk Show. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a special night. We've got a special artist who will be performing at the Disco Fest on October 13th, Saturday at 8 o'clock. And it's not all the time that we have here in Montreal an international Motown recording artist. We have already interviewed her last year, and it was a beautiful moment where everybody just was touched by her presence at the restaurant. But now we've got her here. She'll be performing on Saturday along with Nancy Martinez, Patsy Gallant, Snooky, and the organizer, Mr. Perpall. So for all you viewers out there, if you want to go see a disco fest, which happens only once a year, tonight we have Miss Bonnie Pointer in the house. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the Motown international recording artist from the Pointer Sisters, Miss Bonnie Pointer. Come on in, Bonnie. Come on in. There we go.
Welcome.
Bonnie, thank you, sweetie. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Bonnie, welcome to Montreal.
Thank you. It's always lovely to be here.
Well, last time you were here was a little cooler.
A little, I'd say a lot.
There we go. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Welcome to Montreal again. And I want you to know that everybody I spoke to, they know that tonight you're going to be on the show. So you're going to have a great viewing audience on Thursday when we broadcast this.
Great. Hi, everybody.
There you go. Bonnie,
Hi.
let me ask you now. You're going to be performing at the Disco Fest,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
You're going to be singing, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, the big hit, Heaven Must Have Been
Sent You.
Okay. You're going to be performing how many songs at this particular event? Do you
I
have
think 3.
3 songs? Great.
Haven't I sent you jumping? I'm so excited.
I'm excited, absolutely. And Bonnie, last time you were here, we had the opportunity to go through a few different events of your life. What have you been doing in the past year since we spoke the last time in February 2017?
Just doing some shows around the world and doing a lot of things.
There you go. Yes. Okay.
Trying to stay busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, you look absolutely stupendous.
Thank you.
When you walked into the studio tonight, you got my attention. Absolutely.
Okay,
you
the
got it
man
before,
all
but you got.
pause.
There you go. There you go. Bonnie's got beautiful energy. Bonnie, this is our co-host, Mr. Phil Salvatore from
We met, and
Mercedes-Benz.
it's a pleasure.
And if ever you're looking for a Mercedes rental, and I'm sure we could fix something up with Phil,
Excellent.
we got Phil in the house over here. We can work something out.
Okay, Big Phil.
There we go. There we go. Phil, you had a question for Bonnie, just as we were talking before, that you had seen her in an event many years ago.
Yeah, it's funny because 1985, there was a Lionel Richie show, and they were the backup
Yeah.
singers, and we were sitting like basically the second row. I could have smelled their perfume.
Oh, my
How
goodness.
close we were.
That's how
Oh,
close.
wow.
And it was an amazing, amazing show.
Thank you.
was
We
amazing.
enjoy performing all the time. It's really a pleasure to be doing that, to do what I do. It's an honor and a privilege to be a singer and to write songs that people love, and it's just really great.
Absolutely.
Well, you guys are gifted.
Yeah.
Well, at this point now, Bonnie, you're going to be performing on Saturday. What's in store, for example, going forwards after this particular event? Is there anything in particular that you want to share with the world out there?
Well, I do have the new Bonnie Pointer Instagram, official Instagram, right? And what? Bonnie Pointer official. I don't even know it. Okay. I'm Wilma Flintstone. I don't know that much,
Okay,
but about
okay.
the internet. But anyway, I was enjoying the jokes you guys were telling.
Did you like them?
I liked them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And which one was a particular favorite one?
I can't remember.
But what's important is that we felt your energy, and you were laughing out there with your colleague
Yeah, I
and with
was,
George
yeah.
as well. So that at least we got your attention on some
Yes,
of the
you
jokes.
did.
Okay, there we go.
I have a joke.
Well, share it with us.
What kind of music do balloons hate?
Disco?
Pop.
You're good. You're good. Bonnie, I like that one. I like that one. Good stuff. So Bonnie, now going forwards, are you going to be doing any recording? Are you going to be doing anything that you were wanting to tell us, for example?
Well, right now I'm taking a comedy college class in West Los Angeles College.
Okay.
And I'm studying comedy.
Fantastic. I like that. That's why you had a good joke.
Uh-huh.
All right. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to get very interesting here because we got some good stuff we want to talk about, and we've got Bonnie in the house. So we're going to go to a commercial break and one of the songs. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
Don't miss it.
There we go. Thank you. Welcome to all our viewers around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Sciangula here, and we have Miss Bonnie Pointer and Mr. Phil Salvatore, our co-host for the evening.
Hello, everybody.
There we go.
Hello, everybody.
There you go. Bonnie founded the original Pointer Sisters, I understand.
Yes, I did.
All right. Then came June, then Anita, then Ruth.
Yes.
Can you give us a little bit on how everything came about? You're from Oakland, California,
Yeah, we're from
correct?
Oakland, California.
There we go.
And
Okay.
we were singing when we were little kids in church because both my parents are ministers.
Oh, okay.
And so we had to sing whether we wanted to or not. We had to be in the choir.
Okay.
So, and so after that, we wanted to go sinning. So we started singing in clubs and sneaking around clubs and doing stuff like June and I were the Pointers of Pierre.
Okay.
And then we were singing, and then we joined the Northern California State Youth Choir and sang with Dorothy Morrison on Oh Happy Day.
Okay.
We were in that choir. And after that, Anita saw it at a concert. She saw June and I singing at a concert, and she said, I want to do that. So she quit her job and came and joined June and I, and we were the Pointer Sisters.
Now, out of the sisters, is there one that has a different range as far as the vocals are concerned? Are you more or less all in the same range?
No, we all have different ranges.
Different ranges?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you're singing, all three sisters singing together, is there one in particular that kind of stands out a little more as far as the voice, or
It's just
who
don't
would be the
get
lead?
in my key.
Okay.
Stay out of my key, and we'll be okay.
There we go. So
Find your own note.
Protect your notes, right? There we go. Okay, and your brother Aaron was a referee in the NFL, I understand. Is that correct?
Yes, he was.
Is he still
and
there?
he played baseball also for Houston Astros.
The Houston Astros.
Yes.
Okay. You know what I do recall? I used to follow baseball. I think, yeah, it's something kind of, I can go there.
And they used to tell him when he was in refereeing, you can't even call a decent play. Go sing with your sisters.
Now, what's your brother Aaron doing? Is he doing?
He's retired and just chilling with his grandchildren and having a
enjoying
good time.
life.
Yeah, up
God
in
bless
Seattle.
him. Absolutely.
Yeah.
God bless him.
And my other brother Fritz is a professor. And
Oh, okay. Yes, I
and he's-
remember you saying that. Yes,
so
yes.
he's doing well as well. And we just wrote that book about the Pointer Sisters that's coming out.
Okay.
Called Fairy Tale, and we're trying to put that out and edit it now.
Correct.
So
Put it
everything's
out there.
good. Yeah,
Fantastic.
it's a good story.
I'm happy to hear that. And you were regulars on different shows, variety shows. The Sonny and Cher, the Smothers Brothers, Carol Burnett.
Dick Clark, all that
you
stuff.
were on Dick Clark?
Oh yeah.
Okay, nice.
many
I
times.
love Dick Clark.
Yeah.
Were you on Soul Train?
Oh yeah. Ooh. Yes.
Big time.
Big time.
Okay.
More
there
than
you go.
once. Yeah.
Is the host of Soul Train still living?
Don Cornelius?
Yes.
I don't know if he is or not. But
I loved him as a host, by the way. He was.
Yeah.
He was.
He
good.
was very smooth and mellow.
Yeah, he had that deep voice,
All right,
and
yeah.
yeah. Oh yes. Okay, so now you just gave me here, and we're gonna get into the next segment. Okay, you have the Pointer Sisters, right? The Pointer Sisters won a Grammy. Now it wasn't an R&B, it wasn't soul, and it wasn't anything got to do with.
It wasn't pop.
Exactly, pop. Now, can you explain to us your first Grammy nomination and award?
It was for the best country and western vocal group of the year over the Oak Ridge Boys, the Statler Brothers, and all the other country stars. We went to Nashville to record, and Elvis Presley recorded it a few years later.
Now, I have a hard time trying to picture, not that I love country western, it's got a beautiful rhythm, but does it have a little bit of that gospel western influence, or is it
Well,
more?
our church, when we were in church, we grew up singing the hymnals like, it sounded country and western because we didn't have the kind of music that would make you sing like a soul group or something like that.
Okay.
But we loved to sing country and western. That's what we grew up on.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we grew up
Fantastic.
to that.
Fantastic. Now, as far as the, last time you were here, we had a little story about the Ali Foreman fight in Tanzania.
In Zaire.
In Zaire.
Kinshasa, Africa.
Now, a lot of people who heard the interview last time, I'm sure are going to be watching Thursday night, and they want to hear again exactly what happened with James Brown and what happened with when you're coming off the plane. Because there was a little incident on the plane, I understand.
Yeah, James Brown and got into him and Denise Nichols were having an affair.
Okay.
And Bill Withers was talking to Denise, and James Brown got mad and came up the aisle on the plane with a butcher knife and tried to assault Bill Withers. And so everybody was screaming and going, trying to get the knife out of James's hand, and it was a trip.
Did he say, "I feel good"?
Oh, I feel good if you're dead. No, he did not.
Okay. And you know Muhammad Ali personally, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
He used to
And what do you
visit us all
think
the time.
of Muhammad Ali?
I love him. He was a great friend to the family. He used to be so kind to my mother and everything when we were in Oakland growing up. Yeah.
He's a good man.
He's a good man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's an icon for everybody, obviously. And now, what happened when you were getting off the plane and the President Mutubu?
Oh, yeah. Umbutu.
Umbutu. That's
Yeah.
right.
He met us at the bottom of the plane steps. And everyone who got off the plane got a nice big fat grass sack. It was that African gunji grass, so we all got that, and everybody got it.
The reason why I'm mentioning that is because now soon Prime Minister Justin will probably be able to do the same thing.
Okay, yes, exactly.
You're in
right?
Canada, yes.
Yes.
So no politics here. It's just a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
But we
Okay.
had fun over there, and it was really fun and just
Fantastic.
amazing for us.
That's one hell of
amazing.
an experience.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back. We've got some more interesting stories with Bonnie Pointer, Motown international recording artist. She is here in Montreal. She will be at the Olympia August 13th with the Disco Fest with Nancy Martinez, Mr. Pierre Perpall, Patsy Gallant, and other special disco guests. You can't miss it. It's the disco event of the year.
Ungawa.
There we go. So we'll be back after this commercial break. Thank you.
Bye.
The Live4Live Entertainment Talk Show is brought to you by the following sponsors: Mercedes-Benz Montréal-Est, Les Délices Lafrenais, Assistance Ticket, Tyron Renovations, Kitchen 73 RDP, Remax Real Estate Joe Magri, and SME Sécurité.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Sciangula. We've got Miss Bonnie Pointer from the Pointer Sisters, Motown international recording artist.
Yes.
There we go. Bonnie, you gave me here a little pamphlet that I noticed that you're going to be exhibiting.
Yes.
Some of the clothing, which I find very, very interesting, and I love the way you're dressed tonight, by the way.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Okay. And it's a 70s LA, San Francisco thing with the round glass. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Total look.
Absolutely. And maybe you just want to share with the audience out there to the world, what exactly is your this museum of clothing that you're going to be presenting?
Okay. It's a museum of clothing. We want to go to all around the world to exhibit our clothes and put them in different museums.
Oh, okay.
We already have, like I said, some things at the Smithsonian and Washington. And we have collected all these clothes for years, since the 70s.
Okay.
And so we just keep them in the garage. And now, I got them all organized. And
Okay.
Anita, she keeps everything. So I don't have to worry about it.
So it'll be a traveling exhibition, is that correct?
Maybe just to be on exhibit for quite a while in some places, and then to go to the next place and go to the next place. I will put some exhibits, some clothes in different museums, depending on where the area is.
Who would have designed your clothing in those days?
Bob Mackey, for one. He did all the Cher clothes and Carol Burnett shows we did. So he was the big thing.
Okay.
And there are a lot of other designers, we just, a lot of things were just taken from thrift stores that we went and looked in.
Together,
yeah.
And you put it together. But you got to have
Ola
the
Hudson,
eye.
Ola Hudson, she did some things for us too.
Where can people, if they go to your Facebook or Instagram, will they be able to see what I see over here?
Not right now. Those aren't happening. That's just a preview of what's,
of what's coming
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm mentioning it to all our viewers out there's some very interesting articles here. They've got beautiful dresses, and you know what I find very nostalgic is the fact that you've got some of the clothing that we used to watch. Carol Burnett, we used to watch Sonny and Cher.
Yeah.
I dearly loved that show, and there's some very interesting, nostalgic
looks.
You know, the way she's dressed tonight, I just love that. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And you've got some interesting things for people that want to follow the fashion scene of the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
I think it's quite interesting.
That's just a sample of what's to come.
Okay.
We have the whole book coming out, and it's larger than that. And it's
Okay, fantastic. So eventually people will have access either to viewing it on your website or purchasing a catalog or a magazine.
Exactly,
Is that correct?
yes.
So to all the viewers out there, this is a little clipping here that we have, a little mini catalog. And I was flipping through it before, and I got to tell you, it's very interesting. Now, I know it caught my attention. I just love this type of fashion. And to all you viewers out there, if and when this particular catalog does come out, just go to their Facebook page. Where would they have to go? Is it the Pointer Sisters, or is there a particular website that you maybe we can post?
Probably the Pointer Sisters.
Pointer
I
Sisters?
don't know.
Okay. All right, but you will be posting it. So I'm
Yes.
sure we'll be able to get you the information.
Or
And
Instagram.
on Instagram,
That's what Bonnie Pointer official.
Bonnie Pointer's official Instagram page.
Is that it? Okay.
You don't lose him, whatever you do.
Okay.
You bring him wherever you go. Okay, so Bonnie Pointer's official Instagram page. You got to take a look at this.
He's a tie me to a tree, handcuff me.
Very interesting material over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bonnie, now you are going to be staying in Montreal till Sunday, correct?
Yes.
You're off
Is it
to
Saturday?
LA?
Sunday? Yes.
Sunday, George? Yes. Okay, and you're off. Okay, and are you planning on coming back to Montreal anytime soon?
If they want me, I'll be here.
Okay, I'm gonna want you to come back. So
Okay.
we're gonna talk. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind everybody out there once again. It's called Disco Fest Show. It's going to be on October 13th, Saturday at 8 o'clock at the Olympia Theater. Mr. Pierre Perpall, who was on the show tonight, and he will be, we will be airing the show on Thursday night. You'll be able to listen to the interview as well. It is something that everybody, even the younger kids, if you want to listen to real music, I love the music of today, but this type of music cannot be reproduced. So to everybody out there, I'm encouraging, I know that they've sold, I think there's a couple of hundred tickets left. I spoke to Pierre Paul today, and you are going to see the greatest disco fest of 2018. We're going to have Pierre Perpall. We're going to have Miss Bonnie Pointer, Motown International Recording Artist. We're going to have Miss Patsy Gallant. We're going to have Miss Nancy Martinez with her great hits. And we're going to have a special tribute with Mr. Snooky Alston, who is going to be doing a tribute to the great Barry White, one of our favorites.
Love him.
Phil Barry White, you remember
him.
at John F. Kennedy? That's all we used to dance to.
Can't get better than that.
There you go. And Barry was our all-time favorite. Now, once again, to everybody out there, Bonnie, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
for
So get
coming
up and
to
go get
Montreal.
those tickets and come on down and dance.
Absolutely. She's going to be out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Bonnie.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless you.
Thank you.
My regards to your sister.
Thank you.
You're a sweetheart, and you are welcome to at Montreal.
I'll be back before you know it.
I hope you will.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank
and we'll
you.
be back.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm Charles Sciangula. To all our viewers around the world, tonight we have a all-star lineup for you. We've got a fine gentleman, a great musician, a great singer, and a phenomenal dancer. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we've got Mr. Snooky Alston. And to the world, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get to know Mr. Snooky Alston. Snooky, come on in. Snooky, it's a pleasure having you with us. Have a seat. Have a seat. Thank you for coming. There's your mic. There we go. Snooky, we have Mr. Phil Salvatore, my co-host from Mercedes-Benz Montreal Est. And by the way, he's one of your biggest fans. He was at Motown, and they sponsored us that night. So
I'm going to tell you, I need a Mercedes pretty soon.
There you go. So you know he's going to sing a few songs at Mercedes-Benz. You'll get a discount. There we go.
Mercedes-Benz.
We'll create a logo.
Everybody needs one.
To all the viewers out in TV land, all around the world, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Mr. Snooky Alston. He is a fine gentleman, a great performer, very talented singer, and he's a great dancer, and he also plays drums. We got the turnkey solution over here with Snooky. So we've got, and I just want to give everybody a heads up that Snooky will be on that all-star lineup playing at the Disco Fest. So for all you people out there, Snook is going to be doing something special, and we'll talk about it in our segment over here. We're going to be paying tribute to the one and only, ladies and gentlemen, Barry White. And when you listen to Mr. Snooky sing Barry White, you're just going to get very, very excited when he's singing. So, Snooky, you know, once again, thank you for coming. It's a pleasure to have you.
It's definitely a pleasure.
I want you to know that I haven't seen you in a while. I miss you. It's nice to have you back. And what can you tell us going into now Saturday's performance on October 13th?
Oh, it's a performance I can't wait for. It's like all my performances. I love them all. But this performance is going to be great because I'm going to be singing with Patsy Gallant,
right?
Bonnie Pointer, Pierre Perpall, a few other singers there. It's going to be great. And I'll be doing Barry White stuff, of course. They called me in to do Barry White because they heard me sing Barry White at some of my shows. They say, well, they were looking for a Barry White singer.
Absolutely.
Say,
somebody who could do it. Somebody who could do it right.
I tried my best.
Yeah,
Just be. Well, as I was doing, I did a lot of weddings with some bands. You know, did Italian weddings.
Yes, absolutely. And you got a big audience in the Italian community. I got to tell you now, big time.
When they see me, they call, there go Barry White right there. I said, come on, y'all. I ain't got the weight Barry here, but I can get that voice anyways.
Well, let me ask you now. You're performing on Saturday night. How are you going to prepare for something like Barry White? Now, I understand you're going to have, I believe, 12 or 13 or 14 musicians.
Yeah.
We're going to have violins. You're going to have a little bit of chords. You have a little bit of brass and so forth. Now,
and I heard there's we're going to have violins there.
That's correct.
Because, Barry White Orchestra.
Absolutely. The Love Unlimited Orchestra, yes.
And they say they're going to get 4 beautiful ladies.
Oh, yes.
The violin.
Yes.
I said, I hope they play well. I know they're going to look well.
I'm sure they will.
Well, to all our viewers out there, after this first segment, Snooky Alston is going to be singing one of Barry's #1 big hits. It's going to be called, what's it called again? Sorry.
My first,
my ear, my first, my last, my everything, and the other one is
I can't get enough of your love.
I can't get enough of your love. That's right. So, Snooky, let me ask you. You perform with different bands. You perform with the LAG Orchestra, and you're kind of freelancing a little bit everywhere.
Yeah.
Is there any one particular style, genre that maybe suits you the most, that you feel comfortable with?
For sure, the old school R&B.
There we go.
Coming from the Motown era. And the Motown era, but there's other music in that era.
That's correct.
That wasn't Motown.
That's right. That's right.
It's so good, and I love all that because I was raised up listening to that. When Mom was putting it on, or Pop put it on.
Oh yeah.
He said, "Check this music out, son. This is the real deal here."
Did you ever have the opportunity to go to the Motown musical at Place des Arts? Did you go see the Motown musical?
I didn't see that one.
Okay.
That's the one I didn't see.
We're going to do a special segment on that particular show.
Okay.
I think I've seen many, many shows in my life. I was wired till 4 o'clock in the morning when I came out of there because the talent, the music, the special video wall effects.
Right.
Whoever produced that, may God bless him, he's going straight to heaven. And it gave us a true story of Barry Gordy, obviously. Well, a little more the untold story of Barry, because he wrote the story, a lot of it. And obviously we get two different perspectives of, you know, what happened with the Motown thing. But now you're singing the R&B. Now, do you sing in French as well?
I was asked if I could sing in French,
And
they said, if you sing in French, we're gonna make you a superstar, a star. I said, well, I'm born American and get that dialect down to sing. I said,
it's a challenge.
It's a challenge. I said, I'd be kind of perpetrating something. You know?
There we go.
That's not really me. I said, I like to try it, but then again, I said, no, I better not.
You know, the reason why I say that is because Perpall was with us this morning when we did his interview, and he sings "I Feel Good" in French.
Oh no!
And I gotta tell you, Snook, I love, you know, thinking outside of the box, and the way Perpall does it. Obviously, you know, if there's one guy who could do it, he can do it. All right, and anybody else, it ain't gonna happen. So he put that soul, you know, James Brown thing into it. But very interesting. Phil, you wanted to ask something to Snook?
Yeah, I was curious, Snooky. How did you get this name, Snooky?
Oh man, that goes back a little ways. You know, when I was like, what's that, 10 months old, when my mother said, "Snooky, I'm gonna call you Snooky," and my father said, "Why you wanna call him Snooky?" Well, she said, because every time I say Leslie, you say yes, honey, and I say yes, mommy. So she said, I gotta get a nickname for my son here, since he's always in my arms all the time. This is my Snookums. So his name is Snooky.
Wow.
You know?
And it's stuck ever since.
Man, I went to school and the teacher started calling me Snooky, and hey Snooky, Snooky's here? Yes, teacher, I'm here. And I remember when I went to the next level up, like junior high school, and they gave me, because my real name is Leslie Alston, right? Everybody think of Leslie as a girl.
Oh, yes.
So when I first got in, I was high school, mind you.
Okay.
I got my card to say your next class is over here, in the gym class. So the gym class was all girl class.
There you go. So
I wouldn't have said, "Wow, I'm gonna have a good time this year." Till I got in there and said, "Oh no, you can't stay here." He said, "Well, my paper said I can. It's Leslie Olsen. This is my class. I'm gonna have a good time, right, ladies?" Yeah.
There you go. And I'm sure you raised to the occasion. You lived your reputation out. There we go.
No,
I'm sure you did.
I had to put the brakes on. I said, "Okay, I better be. I'm good."
There we go. As far as now going forwards, you know, Snook, you're still young, of course. And are you going faster, slower? What are your expectations going forwards? What do you have in mind?
Oh, you know what? I'm going faster than I ever been.
Okay.
The older I'm getting, the more things are popping up, and the wheels just keeps on.
How's your little one, by the way?
My little girl? Oh, that's why I'm getting.
That's
better.
why you're getting.
I got a little daughter, 3.5 years old. Yeah, she keeps
beautiful, by the way. He's got a beautiful daughter, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely gorgeous. May God bless. She keeps you going.
She is wonderful. Always saying, Papa, can you come and play with me? I said, even though I'm so tired. Oh, yes, I'm coming down here. I'm coming.
There you
yes.
go.
Where's the puzzles? Get the puzzles out.
There you go. Any artsy voices in the family with the little one, or?
Oh, she's going to be a singer.
Yeah, okay.
When I start practicing in the house, she's singing everything with me.
Really?
She's right with me.
Fantastic.
I'm like, wow, girl.
There we go.
She listens. She has a very good ear. And that's how I learned my music, having a good ear. And to being a drummer, too, having a good ear and looking and listening. You have to look and listen well to be a good artist. And that's what I did. And I did. I said in my heart, I said, this is what I want to do. I can do it.
But what inspired you to sing Barry White songs? How did you get into that scenario?
Well, I started playing in bands, and people are here. They hear my talking voice,
yeah,
and they say, Snooky, can you do? You should do some Barry, man. Do some Barry White. I said, really? I said, okay. So I put on Barry White music. I studied it. I said, yeah, sure, I can sing Barry White. I started doing it, and it just came out. I said, I'm Barry White now.
Fantastic. So this is what we're going to do. This is a very interesting conversation with our good friend Snooky. We're going to go to a commercial break, and Snooky is going to sing a Barry White song for us, okay? And now, if you guys want to, engage yourself on social media, just give him a lot of love. Send a lot of love out there to him. This is exactly how it works when we've got talented artists over here on the show. So we're going to a commercial break, and then we're going to go to a Snooky Barry White tribute song, and we'll be back.
The first, the last, my everything. You're the answer to all of my dreams. The sun, the moon, my guiding star. My kind of wonderful, that's what you are. I know there's only one like you, yeah, because there's no way they could have made you. You're all I'm living for. You're the one I keep wanting more and more. You're the first, the last, my everything. With you, I found so many things. A love only you could bring. Can't you see that if you make me feel this way? Yeah. You're like a fresh morning dew on a brand new day. I see so many, many ways that I can love you till the day I die. You're my reality. You know I'm lost in a dream. You're the first, you're the last, my everything. know there's only one like you. There's no way they could have made you. No, no, no. You're my reality, and I'm lost. I'm lost in a dream. You're the first, you're the last, my everything. Oh, yes, you are my everything. Oh, baby girl, you are my everything. Oh.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Charles Sciangula for the Live4Live Entertainment Talk Show, and we're on our final segment with the multi-talented Mr. Snooky Alston. He will be performing once again October 13th at the Disco Fest, the biggest disco show in 2018. You guys can't miss this. You got to be out there. There's a couple of hundred tickets left. They're practically sold out, but I'm sure if you call, there's some standing tickets somewhere, and you'll be able to dance. We interviewed Mr. Pierre Perpall, Miss Bonnie Pointer, Motown recording artist, and now we have this fine gentleman, very talented, Mr. Snooky Alston. You know, Snooky sang at the Motown 3 Consolata fundraiser. He was performing with Miss Alma Faye Brooks and some other colleagues. It was a spectacular concert, and I'm very happy to have Snooky with us here tonight. Brings back some nostalgic memories, and we will definitely have him back for some other events. Absolutely, because Motown 4 there's a smell in the air. There's a smell, Snooky, somewhere around there. There we go. Snooky, where are you originally from?
Originally, I'm from Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, okay. What got you to Canada? Some female?
Once I got here.
Or was it the cold
weather?
weather?
Once I got here, yeah. No, actually, I was from Providence, Rhode Island. I was in a band called the Hearts of Stone.
Okay.
They were recording artists from Motown.
Really?
And the lead singer was Floyd Lawson. Floyd Lawson and the Hearts of Stones. And they found me. It was a pretty big band, like 11-piece band. And here I come. They found me. I was a young guy. I was the youngest guy in the band.
How old were you then?
Oh, man, what was I, like, just barely 21.
You were
20, 21
young
years
chicken,
old.
right?
So I was playing the drums, and they were older than me, you know. They were
Okay.
like good 10, someone had a good 10, 15 years on me,
Oh,
you know.
okay, okay.
But they've been in the business for so long, and they used to, like, I was a drummer then, but they used to turn around. As they were singing, they'd turn around and they roll their eyes, say, keep up now, keep up, don't stop. You know, and I'm back there drumming and sweating, like, I'm there, because this is a big show. You know, they used to do serious acts. You know, they were like the Four Tops, the Temptations.
Great.
And
I
they
love
did
that.
some like tumble salsa in the stage and all this stuff. You know, so as a drummer watching this, you have to do the roles for them.
Absolutely.
When they doing the runs.
That's right.
It's like, brrr.
Oh, yeah.
They say, watch me now. I'm gonna do a split. You ain't gonna know, but watch me.
You got to do the drum roll, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
So that taught me a lot being a drummer there with these guys. And our last show we did was in Canada,
Okay.
Sherbrooke, Quebec, and
With
that
the
was
band from Rhode Island.
with the band from Rhode Island.
How
And-
long ago was this?
Oh gosh, we're going back a good
20 years?
30.
Oh, okay.
30,
A long time ago.
Even 30, yeah.
Okay.
And then I was, once I got here playing with that band, I said, this is a beautiful country. And all I saw was Sherbrooke. I didn't see Montreal at the time. It was only Sherbrooke.
You saw a lot of green.
A lot of green. And they, you know, but I.
Did you speak any French in those days? No.
In those days, I was better.
Oh,
because I
were
met a
you?
French woman.
Oh, okay.
And we used to have conversations, you know,
Okay.
late nights sitting in the restaurant. We're eating poutine.
Poutine, yes.
Eating poutine.
Okay.
And we're having conversation, but the conversation, it can be like a one-sentence conversation where I had to express to her what I was saying.
So you had
And
to
that took-
you had to work hard.
It took a half an hour to express a sentence, you know.
She made you sweat for it.
She made me
Okay,
sweat.
yes.
But it was great though, and so the band, we went back. I went back to Rhode Island, and the band broke up.
Oh, okay.
Something happened with the band, but I came back.
You came back for the lady.
I came back for her.
Okay.
She said, "Why don't you come back here? You know, you can do music here too."
Great.
I'm like, "Wow!" The bells are ringing in my head. I came back. I
Fantastic.
came back.
Fantastic.
And she like helped me build things up. It was like being reborn again. You know?
Absolutely.
So I left my world in this whole new world.
Did you have any family here when you moved there? Or
No.
You just had that
I made that
fine
move.
lady you met and you made the move.
I made the move with her.
So
and
your family's back in Rhode Island, I
Yes,
guess. Okay.
yes.
So did they get to come down to Montreal?
well,
once in a while?
eventually, as a few years went by,
Okay.
as they would be
Did they come in the winter or in the summer?
summer. Before they got here, they were saying, "What are you doing in Canada? It must be cold."
Eskimo
They
country.
live in
yeah.
igloos up there. What's
Yes.
It's no black people there.
You remember?
I said, "Yes, there is."
You remember Kiki Fox, the band Kiki Fox?
When I got here, I saw Kiki Fox.
Okay.
But when I came to Montreal, because being in Sherbrooke, I used to go to this little club. Well, it was the biggest club in Sherbrooke at the time, and all these black bands used to go in this club, and I used to go there as
As a patron.
As a, yeah,
As a patron.
Spectator, sit
Yeah.
at the bar, have one glass of beer, and watch the bands. And I see, because at that time, I had stopped playing for over a year.
Okay.
A year and a half. And I used to go there and watch bands. I said, oh, man, I should do that stuff. That's me. But I was changing my life, you know. Until this one band came there and performed there. They came from Montreal.
Okay.
It was
What's it called?
a 10-piece band. They were called Transformation.
Yes, yes. I remember them. Yes.
Way back, man.
Oh, yeah, we're going
And,
back a long time.
Oh, we talking about
Yes, absolutely.
my buddies Mac Thornhill, Steve
Yes,
Scott,
Yes, I remember.
James Green. Oh man, the list goes on with these guys. There's 9 of them. I sat there and watched them, and then all of a sudden I started talking to them after they set because they
Joined
felt
the band?
They were friendly, man. They say, "Hey, man," I said, "I'm a drummer too. You know, I sing, I drum." Oh, really? You need to come to Montreal.
Absolutely.
I said, "Really?" I didn't know nothing about Montreal at that time.
Okay.
I said, "Well, what's up with Montreal?" That's where it's at, man. You gotta come. They got me here.
Well,
In
the rest is history.
rest of history.
The rest is history. So now you're married. You have a beautiful baby girl, which I saw
Yes.
last year. Absolutely gorgeous. And what's Snooky? What's in the horizon for Snooky now?
Well, I just finished a new album CD. I did myself, all my own original material.
Nice.
It's
You're gonna give me a copy, right?
oh, absolutely.
you better.
And it's called Life. Life from beginning before I got here.
Okay.
And then here
Okay.
until today.
Okay.
It's nice. Because I had a guy named Jesse Tolbert. He helped me, and he engineered it and worked on it together. And some of the musicians that I work with still today, my band is called Snookster
Yes.
and
yes.
the Gangsters.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, yes.
We
Okay.
we play at the House of Jazz here every
That's right,
week, and
that's right.
do a few little gigs here and there, and we call it Snookster and the Gangsters because of I used to have a band called Snooky and the Bandits.
Okay. Now you're going
Now I'm
Snooky,
going
Andy.
for the gangsters are more powerful than the bandits. You know?
But do you know the story? Hold on. Now that we have Phil, because we're big Tramps, the Tramps.
Okay, right.
Do you know the story on how they got the Tramp? We had a segment over here on the Did You Know segment, and I'm just going to repeat it again, and then we're going to go to a commercial break and your songs. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just bring you up to scoop. The Tramps. You know how they got their name? Their original name. They're from Philadelphia. They were playing on the street. They were called the Vagabonds. This very very unorthodox gentleman passed by and says, "You bunch of tramps." The boys liked the name, and they says,
There it is.
"There it is. There you go. There's the Tramps."
Cool.
And did you know as well, the Four Tops were performing in London, England. They finished a big gig. They had to take the Pan Am flight, London, New York. And lo and behold, they had a party night. They didn't make the airport. They got there late, missed the plane. Guess which Pan Am flight that was? Remember the Lockerbie bombing? The Pan Am flight that blew up in the air? Yeah. Because talking about destiny, they were supposed to be on that flight. They woke up late, couldn't make it, and that flight in the air, unfortunately, we know what happened. And there's the Destiny, Did You Know segment about the Four Tops.
The name?
Pardon me? The Lockerbie bombing, the Pan Am flight that was flying right over Scotland, and it
blew up.
And it blew up.
Yeah, yeah.
The Four Tops should have been on that flight.
That flight.
And because they had a party
night, and they missed that flight.
May God bless them for that party night. They missed the flight.
That's destiny.
And talking about destiny, and Levi Stubbs was one of my all-time favorite singers, of course, from the Ford lead singer. What a voice, what a voice! But these guys come around once every 100 years or something like that, you know. So, but just thought I'd mention that. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we got Snooky, who's going to sing another song for us tonight. It's a Barry White song for all you Barry White lovers, because we're going to close off the show after this. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a commercial coming up, and we're going to have Mr. Snooky singing Barry White. So sit back, and we'll be back.
Too much of anything is no good. But I don't know about that. As many times as we make love, as many times as we share love, it just seems to never, ever be enough. I'm here to show you something. feel. Oh, baby, oh, so real. My darling, I can't get enough of your love, baby. Yeah. Girl, I don't know and I don't know why. I can't get enough of your love, baby. Lord, some things I can't get used to, no matter how I try. Oh, girl, it's like the more you give, the more I want. Baby, that's no lie. Oh, well, baby, tell me, what can I say? What am I gonna do? How should I feel when everything is you? What kind of love is this that you're giving me? Is it in your kiss or just because you're sweet? All I know is every time you're near, I feel a change, something move, and I scream your name. Oh, what you wanna do is, darling, I can't get enough of your love, baby. Oh, girl, and I don't know and I don't know why. I can't get enough of your love, baby. Girl, if I could only make you see and make you understand, yeah, that your love for me is all I need and more than I can stand. Oh, baby, tell me, how can I explain all the things I feel? You're giving me so much, you know, so unreal. Still, I keep loving you more and more each time. What am I gonna do? Because you keep blowing my mind. All I know is every time you're near, I feel a change. Some things move, and I scream your name. What you wanna do is, darling, I can't get enough of your love, baby. No, no. Girl, I don't know why. Just can't get enough of your love, baby. Oh, yeah, my darling, can't get enough of your love. Oh, no, and I don't know and I don't know why. I just can't get enough of your love, baby. No, my darling, my darling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Charles Sciangula, and this is our sponsor segment. And we have with us, of course, none other than Mr. Phil Salvatore from Mercedes-Benz Montréal Est, who was nice enough to come tonight, be our co-host and our sponsor of the week for Quotes of the Week and for the week as well. Phil, how did you like tonight's guests?
Tonight it was spectacular. Meeting Bonnie Pointer live, for me, it was like something that I've seen her many, many, many years ago, and now I see her live in front of me, talking to her, shaking her hand. You know, it was something nice.
Well, I'm glad that obviously she came to Montreal and came on our show, and you know, as you can see, she's a very fine lady. She's a sweetheart lady, and she's internationally renowned. And we can go back many, many years dancing to her music that were big hits worldwide, of course. And she's got a great history and great family. May God bless her. And as you saw, we also had Snooky Alston, who was a very talented singer. Tonight he performed several songs for us, and will be performing several songs for us. For all you people out there, Snooky is going to do the Barry White tribute at the Disco Fest. That's going to be at the Olympia, October 13th. I got to give thumbs up to Mr. Pierre Perpall, who organized this event. It's over 7 months of planning, and believe me, there's a lot of work in these type of events. And he's bringing back a lot of good energy back to the city with Patsy Galan, Nazi Martinez, Bonnie Pointer, and some other stars with a 14-piece band. 14-piece band. And I just want to let everybody know that there's maybe 100 tickets left out of the 800. So if you have any intentions on a Saturday night with the wife, with friends, you want to bring even your kids, it's a great venue, a great entertainment evening. You're going to go back to the 70s and the 80s, it'll bring back only great memories. Phil, getting back now to Mercedes-Benz, okay? At this point, did we get any 2019s, any new models coming in this week?
We started getting our CLAs, our GLAs, GLCs, slowly they're coming in.
Okay.
GLEs, pass by and see our cars.
Well,
have a nice
like I told everybody, Phil, out there in TV land, to all the people watching tonight, we have Phil, our good friend over here. If you want to meet somebody who really understands the industry, is a fine gentleman, and who really understands a customer service and is very knowledgeable of just vehicles in general, especially Mercedes-Benz, that's his specialty. You know, I tell people, because I meet them out in the streets sometimes, and they ask me about Mercedes-Benz Montreal East. There's nothing to be intimidated about. Just walk in, have a coffee. They've got some great pastries from Lafreniere, as I always say. Say hello to him, and that's how conversations start. And that's exactly what we want people to feel comfortable going into a Mercedes-Benz dealer. They got a beautiful, beautiful building. It's what, 3 years old, Phil, I understand?
Going May will be 4 years.
You brought me downstairs in the, where you store all the cars in the showroom downstairs. Absolutely state-of-the-art, beautiful Mercedes, state-of-the-art design, engineering, et cetera, And I just can only give you thumbs up, and to Mr. Luciano Esposto and Mr. Generelli. Great operation. I've purchased again, Phil, 2 vehicles from you guys, and I'm very, very happy and satisfied that with the service overall. I just want to ask you now, what is, if somebody wants to come in and get a Mercedes with the average leasing rate, for example, if they want to go with a midsize, what is the average leasing rate for a midsize?
2.9.
Okay, 2.9 leasing, right? And 2.9, that is, if I understand correctly, that's the prime rate, or is there a better rate depending on how credit works?
If you're an existing customer, obviously you get a 1%
discount, right?
Discount on the rate. But most of the cars right now, they're either 1.9, 2.9, 3.9.
Okay.
They're usually in that area.
Let me ask you now, when people walk in, Phil, going into 2019, and they have a 2018, do they just trade it in going in for the 2000? Do people have a different attitude towards leasing today, or do they want to purchase it outright?
No. Obviously, we have about like 75 to 80% go straight to a lease. And you have some, maybe I'd say 15, 20% that will go finance. And to outright buy it, it's more and more.
Going towards the leasing, right?
Yeah,
if I'm correct.
They'd rather keep their money and
invest it into the stock market, I guess. Okay. So basically what you're saying is the leasing rates, how do they compare on the market with the competition?
Oh, Mercedes is very aggressive. Actually, they're very competitive with all the rest of the brands.
Correct.
We've been upscaling, going up and up and up in their sales with Mercedes. We have a good lineup, young looking, fresh, and very exciting. I mean, everybody drives one, to really love the car.
Fantastic. Well, Mercedes is a Mercedes. It's a great product. And let's face it, you know, the reliability is a big factor on Mercedes-Benz, styling, the prestige of driving a Mercedes. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're contemplating on that dream car, if you want to rent, lease, or even if you're just curious, give Phil Salvatore a shout at Mercedes-Benz Montreal Est. Email him, inbox him, Facebook, whatever it may be. Phil is very, very accommodating. You can go see him, have a coffee, and just discuss maybe, you know, what Mercedes is all about. And that's how we get to experience new vehicles, or a new venture, a new experience with maybe something that you've never had a Mercedes experience before. So, yes, go ahead, Phil.
We also have pre-owned. I mean, it doesn't have to be a brand new. We have a beautiful showroom for pre-owned Mercedes.
Oh, fantastic! Yes.
2017, 2016, 2015.
Well, there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're not going for the 2019, you have 2016, 17, 18s. I'm sure there's money to be saved there as well, and you have the ability to drive a Mercedes. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank profusely to our good friend, Mr. Phil Salvatore, Mercedes-Benz Montréal Est, for being our co-host, and once again, for sponsoring us. And we want to, mention to all the fans out there that if you have any questions for Mercedes-Benz Montréal Est, here's the gentleman, Mr. Phil Salvatore. He's the man. Phil, how do we close it off?
Have a nice week.
We'll see you until next week, ladies and gentlemen. We got a great lineup again next week. So good night. May God bless. Love you all.
And that's amore.
I like that one.